Just thought I'd do another quick live. Nipped out again. Let's do a bit of reading, just reading this book. High Cost Low Life. Quite good actually. Mark Homer. I think he's the business partner of Rob Moore, Progressive. So, yeah, it's a pretty good book actually. It's just about, the journey of Progressive and Mark's journey and his childhood of how he was his dad were like super right miser, trying to get the most out of every penny and stuff, scrimping and scraping and all the lessons he learned for. But yeah, low cost, high life. It's about getting the most out of your money in terms of balance between delayed gratification and lifestyle. So, the idea of delayed gratification is good, by the way. Fantastic exercise. You know, preserving what you've got and getting paid later. But there becomes a point where, if you do it too long, you'll be flipping dead before you get the benefits of that delayed gratification. So, there is a balance. You do need a life as well. But you don't want to be blowing all your resources, basically. So yeah, it's a good book. Anyway, title of this one is about is it too late to basically make a change if you've got some regrets and some decisions that you've made in the past and some misfortunes, maybe things haven't gone quite as you wanted, and you're wondering if it's too late. And I read this little I wrote this down, I read it in an article earlier that kind of sums it up. This is a fantastic little line here. So if you're wondering if it's too late, this is what I read. The perfect time to plant a tree was 20 years ago, and the next best time is now. I think that pretty much sums up the whole video. Probably end it here now. So that's it. That is it. So yeah, the perfect time was 20 years ago, but the next best time is now. And if you think about any big change or any big, if you want to make a huge change in your life, um, nothing, everything of value. Right, I think it was one of Denzel Washington's speeches. He said anything of value has got rich risk attached to it, right? And I think that's true. And also anything of value, there's no such thing as get rich quick schemes. And, I'm not a big fan of trying to shortcut the system. I always believe in the long game. It's about habits, about creating good habits that are gonna get you a result. And anything of value has got, number one, as Denzel Washington said, it's got risk attached to it. And the second thing is that anything of value takes time, right? There's no get rich quick, right? There are these times, particular, like rare instances where someone gets really lucky. Maybe they've got like a startup idea and it just balloons and just takes off and skyrockets, but they are so few and far between, right? Um, it's like 0.01% of people actually get that. You know what I mean? If you think about even Elon Musk, right? If you look at him, he slugged away, didn't he, in his early years, with his brother and sleeping in the same room they were working and all this stuff, right? And he's like super smart. So there are these people that will get maybe the odd bit of how do you say it, like bit of luck. But what I always think that generally, if you've got developed some skills and abilities and you're focused and all the rest of it, even if you haven't got many skills, it's a lot of this is just habits and just continually working towards something. You don't need a lot of skill, but as long as you've got the direction, you can actually create your own luck by just doing that, just by being consistently in the right place at the right time. Right time. That's how you get lucky. Lucky just doesn't hand it to yourself. Maybe. occasionally, but for the vast majority of us, 99%, 99.99% of us, right, everything takes effort, time, and consistency and commitment, right? So I'll just read that again. This says it all. The perfect time to plant a tree was 20 years ago, and the next best time is now, right? So and that's it. So is it too late? No. You'd be amazed, right? Even if you've got to the point where maybe tried a particular career for a long time, you've got nothing, you've still got a shit job and no money and all the rest of it, no house, right? That's a terrible position because, we all need somewhere. Um, it doesn't really matter where you are. The only thing that matters is the decision you make today. And you would be amazed if you started consistently working towards a particular goal, how quickly you would get results. And this is like, why I always journal, because one of the good things about journaling for me is number one, I always set myself 3 tasks a day to do in my journal, which allows me to consistently move forward, even in small bits, even only working an hour a day towards my goals or whatever. I put them in my journal, but then I account for it. And the best thing about it is when you get to, say, 6 months down the line, or you've been working consistently towards something, because it doesn't take that long. If you just get on with it and forget about it and just keep going, rather than seeing the whole elephant, you're just nibbling at a little bit each day. In 6 months, you'd be amazed at the results you can get. And that's what I like. At the end of those 6 months, I just sit down in my garden here, maybe 6 months, every 6 months, every 12 months, and just start reading um, my journals back. And because you're documenting it day by day, you can see that growth, that improvement. It's really, and once you see that, you want more, and it doesn't actually take that long to get results. So it's never too late, no matter where you're at. Even if you say start today, let's say you're in, the worst position possible, you feel not great about yourself, and you're going to start today. It's like anything. Like I always use fitness examples because it's something that we can all relate to. So if you're, I don't know, 50 pounds overweight, 25, hey, how are you doing? 25 kilos overweight, right? You're not going to lose that in one go. But if you, let's say you want to move from that to a really good body composition and develop some lean mass, if you just start today, in 12 months, you'll have transformed. Even in 6 months, you'll lose some weight. 12 months, you'll have transformed. Year two, you'll be even better. Year three, you'll be even better, and you consistently improve. And that's why, you know, I think it's never too late. I have done a few videos on this topic, but just even anecdotal experiences. Like I've always worked towards things, but even anecdotal experiences when I've been in a bad spot, because I was a few years ago, just about 5 years ago, I was in a 5, 6 years ago, I was in a right difficult spot in my health, in my business, and I just hacked my way out of it, bit by bit. And every year it got better. Every year, my life improved in terms of my day to day, every day, my health, everything. And that was just by using what I talk about in my videos, just 3 small things a day, literally just working consistently. And that's where it pays off. So, yeah, I was going to read this again because it is brilliant, right? I'm sure you'll agree. There's a lot to unpack here, but it's summarized in this one sentence. The perfect time to plant a tree was 20 years ago, and the next best time is now. So that's it. Get on with it. All you have to do is think about your goals, what you want to do, and just think, what small things, 3 things can I do today? Every time you wake up in the morning, just think, what are the top 3 things I can do today that are going to move me towards that goal? Don't worry about everything else, all the normal day-to-day life. Maybe you've got some work to do, or, whatever it is, cook, clean the house, whatever that is. That's just your day-to-day work. But make sure you do 3 small things a day working towards your goals. And it's as simple as that, right? It really is. And this is the thing, right? It's so simple, yet why do we not do it? Why do we procrastinate? Why do we always, it seems so simple to just work towards your goals, yet a lot of people, it's always, oh, I'll start like autumn, back end of last year. It's like, I'll start gym in January, I'll start going to the gym in January. No, start now. Like, procrastination is real. Um, and it's so simple, like anything you do. Like I'm writing books and things, and it's hard to be consistent. The best way to do it is to write a little bit each day or work towards it each day. Yeah. Rather than saying, I'm going to work on my book on Monday, I'm going to put 10 hours into it. Because our attention span is quite small. And that's why I always think anything that's moving you towards your goals, you should do in short, focused blocks of time. Um, there's a few books on this. Is it Deep Work? Cal Norton, whatever he's called, Deep Work, that one. Um, that is about that short, focused blocks of time, and that's what I always say. And this is what I'm putting into my journal, like working on 3 things a day towards your goals. And they only need to be short, 20 minutes. Um, I've literally just finished the biggest task on my 3 things a day. So one of them was like a bit of data work. I had to like update 500 odd records in a database with correct like metadata and things like this. It's technical things from in IT. And I've done that and it took me 1 hour. So that is my main task for the day. My primary task for the day. Just finished it. And then because of that, that's one focus block of time. I'll come out here, just doing a bit of reading. Thought I'd do a quick live. And then once I finish this, I'm going to go back in and do another task that's like 20 minutes, half an hour. And then have another little break. And then I've got one final task, which is like 30 minutes, 45 minutes. And that is it. So I've literally put 2.5 hours in today towards my primary 3 things that I'm working on, which work towards my goals. And that's all I do because our attention span is short, Don't think you can work a 8-hour day and you're going to be productive. You're not, you've literally got 1 or 2 hours that are productive, and you might as well shut them down into them focused areas, half an hour, 1 hour each on 3 things a day, all working towards your goals. Don't waste that productive time. The rest of it, if you're in an office or something or in a job, once you've done them 3 things, just toss it off, or look busy scrolling and out with your mouse, whatever you're doing. Um, Send some emails, all the kind of stuff that's less important, but make sure you use that productive time. I always think you should do that first thing, get it out of the way, work a couple of hours on the needle movers, the things that are going to move you closer, and then the rest of it doesn't matter. If you do that first thing, get that out of the way. Think, what are the top 3 things I need to do today? Do them, and then doesn't matter. The rest of the pressure's off. You can just relax, have a nice day, sit outside, have a coffee, read a book, and that's it. All right. Hope you enjoyed that quick little live. Don't forget, check my videos out. I've got a lot of stuff on this topic about starting now. So go and have a look on my channel and have a look at some of the videos on productivity. All right. Thank you very much. And see you all next time.